Well, first thing this week, we are activating the Rodgers radar, and it is going nuts. And that's because the man appears to finally have come to some sort of terms, ending the drama with the Packers and reporting to camp. They just wanted this man to show up, honestly, in my opinion, but most importantly, if they do go through with it, Aaron can go wherever he wants in 2022.
I'm happy for him. This felt like a very long offseason full of drama, but Rodgers now seems motivated, so I guess this is a win-win for everyone. Also, I really love that he showed up to camp wearing the Office t-shirt referencing Kevin in the infamous chili scene where Kevin brings in the bowl of chili and drops it all over the floor in the office, because the Packers front office could have been Kevin in this situation, dropping the ball on Aaron Rodgers, but they didn't, so yay for them.
Yeah, and our Green Bay beat reporter Ryan Wood actually spoke with Aaron and the team, and here's what he's saying about the vibe at Packers camp.
I'll say, as far as the day goes, for day one of training camp, it was surreal in how normal it was. Aaron Rodgers took first team reps. Jordan Love was back to number 2. It was almost like this whole past 3 months didn't happen, but of course it did. And this is going to be a cloud that hangs over the organization because it's going nowhere by the spring of 2022.
So, Mackenzie, I guess it's time for us to retire the Rodgers radar, but I'm sure it'll be back before the season's over. Or we'll just have to bring it back when he's the host of Jeopardy again.
Yeah, now on to another major move in football this week. Thing number 2, SEC ya later, Big 12? So college football as we know it may never be the same, and is it foreshadowing the end of the Big 12? Texas and Oklahoma are headed to the SEC, a clear power move, a money grab, a Pandora's box that can't be closed. And so to break it all down, we have our very own Paul Meyerberg. He's going to tell us all about the seismic move.
The SEC will be at 16 members, making that league the first super conference in college football. It won't be the last, I promise you. The Big Ten, the Pac-12, the ACC, if they want to survive and play on an equal level to the SEC, they'll have to join them. And that means adding teams from the Big 12, going to the Mountain West, going into the American to try to increase their numbers. Obviously, the trickle-down effect of Texas and OU going is not just going to be felt in the Power 5, it'll be felt at every single conference in the football bowl subdivision.
The South Carolina Gamecock fan in me is very upset because we do not need any more competition in this conference.
At least we get some time to digest this, because it's likely the Longhorns and the Sooners won't join the SEC any earlier than 2025, so you lucked out on that one for a little bit. Moving on to thing number 3, what is going on in Tokyo? So these summer games kicked off this past week, and what has unfolded thus far has been nothing short of different. We knew going into these games that the fans weren't going to be in the stands, and we knew that COVID protocols were going to be through the roof. But has this possibly taken a toll on the athletes, specifically Team USA? By now, we've all seen the headlines about what people are calling an act of bravery on the part of Simone Biles to take a step back from the Olympic Games to help protect her mental health. More on that later with our Nancy Armour in the later half of the show. But we've also seen some surprising results from other American teams like men's basketball, women's softball, and gymnastics. So, Analis, do you think that this surrounding noise involved in these games is actually affecting these athletes, or maybe are we just holding too high of a standard for Team America and trying to get the gold?
Honestly, Mackenzie, I think both of those statements that you just said can exist as true. Yes, Team USA was expected to win it all, but after the year that these athletes had between training during a pandemic and the atmosphere that the games are being held in, yeah, I do think the surrounding noise is negatively affecting them. And it's sad. We want our country to win. We want to have patriotism, but we're just going through a little bit of a slump right now. However, I do want to point out that whenever news breaks that Team USA didn't win gold, people frame this as we're settling, and you cannot settle for medals. When you're playing on this high of a stage, no matter if it's gold, silver, or bronze, it's a big deal.
Hey sports fans, if you want to watch more sports seriously, be sure to check out these clips right here. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel to see all the great content from us here at USA Today Sports.